Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. It's hard to believe, but we're in the middle of the semester already. Our COVID testing continues and our positivity rate remains low. Thank you to everyone for continuing to wear masks and practice social distancing on our campus and when you're out in our community. Yesterday, during my travels around campus, I encountered a few students in our buildings who were studying without masks on. Of course, they masked up immediately when reminded, but it made me think that perhaps some of us are getting just a little bit apathetic about public health requirements. If you look at the rise in COVID cases around our country, in Europe, and around the world, you'll realize that as we head into the winter season, this is not the time to let our guard down. So, please wear your masks, maintain physical distancing, and practice good hand hygiene. And don't hesitate to give a friendly reminder to a friend as well. We are all in this together. We've updated the COVID testing information page with available testing days and times throughout the remainder of the semester. I'm very happy that we have the option to self-swab because it's a much more comfortable way to get tested. Be sure to schedule your test in plenty of time to meet the 30-day requirement, because that's the only way to ensure that you'll remain cleared to come to campus. Campus community members who are considered high risk or live with somebody that's high risk or require a testing accommodation should feel free to contact Campus Health. They will assist you with reserving a special time or any other testing accommodations. October is always a busy time on campus, so I'd like to talk about some things that are coming up this month. The online survey for the university's strategic branding exercise closes this Sunday. We are still looking for students, faculty, and staff to share their SU stories for a chance to win a $100 gift card. We want to hear from parents and alumni too. If you didn't get a link via email, you can find it on our website. Our first virtual Alumni Homecoming is next week. I'm glad that Seagulls all over will be able to connect with each other remotely. Watch your email and social media for opportunities to engage. We also are hosting a virtual admissions open house next week. So if you know any future Seagulls out there, please encourage them to register to participate. At the end of this month, on Friday, October 30th, we will be hosting 2 town halls to share the results of SU's campus climate study and to begin an important ongoing discussion about next steps. For those who aren't familiar, SU decided last year to undertake this study to help create a more inclusive campus, building on successes, but also addressing some challenges. The town halls will be at 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. on that day, October 30th. You'll hear from our external partner and from the campus co-chairs, and you'll have the opportunity to ask questions. A registration link will be sent via email to all faculty and staff and students. As I noted last week, we are planning to return after Thanksgiving break to finish the semester in the same way that we're operating now. All students and employees should plan to get tested immediately after returning from Thanksgiving break, and the last day of classes will be Friday, December 11th. Earlier this week, we announced that commencement for the entire class of 2020, that's spring, summer, and fall graduates, will be held virtually on Saturday, December 19th. We are so proud of the dedication and resilience of this class. While this isn't the commencement that we had hoped for our graduates, we are committed to the safety of our students, families, and community as COVID-19 continues to impact our nation and the world. Separate ceremonies will be held for graduate and undergraduate students. Our summer and fall graduates will receive a graduation celebration box from SU in December, just like our spring graduates did last spring. All members of the class of 2020 are invited back to participate in in-person ceremonies once they become safe and feasible again. Okay, at this time, I will take your questions from Eli Maudlin, my Chief of Staff, Eli, what has come in on the stayinformed@salisbury.edu email address?
Thanks, Dr. Wight. So the first question is if an SU student goes to the emergency room and is tested for COVID-19, are those numbers in with SU's weekly reported numbers?
No, unfortunately, they're not with our reported numbers. The only numbers that make it onto our testing information website are the results of COVID-19 tests that are conducted by SU and processed by our partner, University of Maryland, Baltimore.
And Dr. Wight, the next question is about student activities. So will the university be planning any COVID-safe Halloween activities as an alternative to less safe off-campus activities?
Yes, I'm sure we will. And you should keep an eye on your email for a message from Student Affairs or Student Activities as to just what's available. But yeah, we will.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wight. And the next question is for the spring 2021 semester, will students still have the option to complete classwork remotely without needing to visit campus?
Yes, you will have those options. As we move into spring semester, students, generally speaking, are going to have more opportunities for the kind of face-to-face classes that SU has been famous for a very long time. But we will also have options for remote and online courses, just as we did this fall. So you should pay attention to the registration steps for the type of class that you are signing up for so that you make sure that you get a modality that suits your best mode of learning.
Dr. Wight, could you again talk about the testing requirements after returning from Thanksgiving break, and maybe you could mention where someone might find these in the future?
Sure. So all of the testing dates are available on our testing information website. You can get to that very easily from our coronavirus website. What we're planning to do is immediately after Thanksgiving break on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, everyone has to have a COVID-19 test. That's just to protect the whole community from any spread that might result from students and employees who travel elsewhere to be with family and then come back to Salisbury. So be careful while you're away if you travel during Thanksgiving break, but we have to make sure that everybody is safe. So everyone is going to have a test on that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday immediately following Thanksgiving.
And Dr. Wight, the next question is just about how to schedule that test. Can you confirm that folks can go on the website now and schedule their own test for after Thanksgiving?
Yes, I checked myself this morning. If you go to our testing information webpage, there's a link near the bottom where you can go to the site, the scheduling site, and you can sign up for a COVID test at any of those times for the remainder of the semester.
Dr. Wight, students and employees are receiving emails and phone calls from Campus Health. Can you talk about what makes up Campus Health?
Sure. Campus Health is an umbrella organization that we created to address special needs during the pandemic. It serves students, faculty, and staff, and it's made up of health professionals who we hired into the president's office to answer questions, to deal with special cases, to help people when they get sick, a whole variety of things associated with the institutional response to the COVID pandemic. So this is an umbrella organization. Previously, we just had student health, and so only students were covered, but now Campus Health helps our students and our employees.
Thank you, Dr. Wight, and that covers it for the questions this week.
Okay. Well, students, the election is coming up very quickly, and if you need to request a mail-in ballot so that you can vote while you're away from home, or really for any reason, those requests must be received by Tuesday, October 20th. That's next Tuesday, less than a week. So make sure you make your plan to vote. Mail-in votes are such a great option for us now with COVID-19. You don't have to wait in lines, so be sure to do that. I already mailed in my ballot already. Thank you again for tuning in this week. I will see you right back here next week.